I want to appreciate every single one of you from wherever you are following us from. But because without wasting time, right behind me is the Ajon ATM, a machine that has been training online. Most of you have been asking how this machine operates.
And my name is Dr. Amerit Bosco.
Yes.
I work at the Makerere University Business School.
Mm.
I have been there for the last 20 years.
Yes, yes.
And in 2004, I kind of came up with the thinking that being a scholar of business and a researcher of business, I should be able to evolve thinking into the business of technology in Teso to advance something unique, that is culture.
Yes, yes.
So the culture I preferred to look at was Ajon, because most of us associate with Ajon. Either we went to school or we were supported up to certain levels by this same product.
Yes.
However, we have, as it is, so we have kept it in the backyard, like you have just rightly hinted. It is not a flagship product.
Yes, yes.
So how do we make it come to the shelves? How do we bring it to the fore? How do we make it a middle class association with the people who are thinking it should be exportable as well? So we started researching in this. We did analysis of the mineral, the food values in Ajon. I have the report somewhere there. Maybe I'll show you subsequently. So we thought the best way to advance Ajon is first to process it mechanically, mechanized processing, so that we improve the hygiene and make it appealing to the elites and the youth, and among those other than those in Soroti alone. So this machine came in handy a year ago too, with the support of Makerere University Research and Innovation Fund, partly, but we had already started most of the work. So we have a machine that is able to dispense Ajon. Ordinarily, ATM dispenses money.
Yes, that is true.
But in this case, Ajon is the money we are dispensing. We're dispensing Ajon from a machine. That's why it's called ATM. It's an automated teller machine, which means it automates what it dispenses.
Yes.
I mean, it detects, it has a sensor, a logic control, and it's able to tell what should be able to come out of it. So in here is the product. So when we need Ajon, you simply punch in how many liters you want. And once you punch it there, it is going to give you the amount of liters of Ajon you need. And it has also a control that detects, if you put here coins, it's able to translate into how much Ajon you should be able to be given. We have a temperature control digitized, so that we're able to tell what room temperature it is in the product, and be able to control whether to switch off the machine or to keep it on. Somewhere here we have a power control. Below 181, the machine does not operate. So this 230, as you keep flipping, is the amount of power coming from UADCL. So we are able to check if it is very low, it cannot work. So this machine has two reservoirs. There is a reservoir for Ajon, then there's a reservoir for hot water. So the hot water, if you need, you use this control.
This is for hot water.
This you need this for Ajon.
Yes.
So this side, if you have your coins, you want to plug them in, you don't have to come with cash.
Yes.
But this control also has a SIM card, where if you need to pay in Momo, you should be able to pay using that number.
Easy.
You just pay the direct to that, then the machine detects the amount you dispense. So that Momo system is on all this side, while this is for the water section.
Yes.
So our thinking is that, as you'll see, this is our first machine in the country. So we are getting the second machine, and it will be exhibited on the 21st to 23rd of March at the Awoja Agriculture Show at the museum. I think you're familiar with that.
Yes, yes.
They have invited us to be part of it, and we have accepted. So we want to exhibit that. It is a much more better version of this machine. And this is our thinking, how we can add value to Ajon, because the hygiene element will be guaranteed. That said, if we went back to production, somewhere in Awoja, you will find there is along the road there is Ajon Mineral Limited.
Yes.
That facility is the one meant to mechanize the production process because it has a production line. So once it is from millet, it just goes direct into the processing without using manual labor. So the hygiene is automatically controlled and standardized quantity and quality. So there we are not yet in active operation. We can't take you because we have not been given power yet.
Yes, yes.
We are lacking umeme. So we have improvised to kickstart.
Doctor, just a question. You've just explained that in that plant, you're actually trying to change even the way it's being processed from the traditional, whereby one has to dig a pit, then first keep it down for some time, then bring it out again, then start processing it. So how different is this method?
Now that process is still there, except that we have decided to create chambers, fermentation chambers.
Yes.
That are about 14 of them. So each day has its own fermentation chamber. So that means if we have millet, process it into the millet dough, then we put it down for fermentation, we close it for 7 days. So each day has its own. So when we are processing the first day, the other one at the end will be counting its days. So every day will now have the continuous. So once we've done the fermentation organically,
yes,
because don't want to change the taste of Ajon.
The taste remains the same.
It remains original. Now we have actually taken it back to the original taste.
Yeah.
No additives. There is nothing new, nothing to cause you any. Because I'm told of recent that there is a bit of some unnecessary additives in the present day Ajon.
Yes, yes.
Where you want somebody knocked out quickly.
True.
We don't wish to do that. We will keep the standard. So that takes you from the chambers to the roasting facility. The roaster is also mechanized because we are using gas.
Yes.
And the rest of the equipment that is then from there we are going to solar drying. So there is not a lot of touching of human engagement with the product.
Yes.
So once we try it, then we bring it to the production line, and that's mechanized all through. And then from there we get Ajon, our next agenda to expand the number of ATMs. We now have the second version coming, more improved. Then the third will be there, fourth, fifth, until we have about 4, 5 in Sorot. Because we have already indications of operators that want it in their localities. But our interest is that we shall be a bit cautious on the venue we shall put it in terms of hygiene and if it is appealing to what the branding of this machine intends to achieve. Then we shall move out of here to the rest of the city.
My name is Norbert Alupo, and I am the manager at Ajon ATM. I'm going to demonstrate how this machine works. As we put, this is a 5-liter jerry can. So when the customer comes, before you distill Ajon, you first have to turn on this to mix the Ajon from the other side. So if a customer comes and the customer has coins, let's say customer has coins, I first have to remove my gloves, and then I can demonstrate the coin part. Just throw in. That is 200. It shows here 200. You can see. It has gone. It has to go up to 3,000. And this one is.
That is rejected because
it has not detected it. There's an issue.
Yes. Adulterated coins will normally be rejected. That's what happens.
So this machine, this coin acceptor detects the coins that are not. Yes. So it throws it from this side. I have to turn off the agitator, and then I come here. Since you have already put your 1 liter, this is the 1 liter jerry can.
The branded jerry can.
This was already inside.
So then you use this other one.
Let me just remove it with this one. So normally 1 liter ends there, but you see, before you, when you're mixing, when you distill it in the first time, it remains in the pipes. So you first have to remove that one. So normally 1 liter ends around here. So let's say we are pumping. See that? So that would be 1 liter. In our branded jerry cans, that would be 1 liter. Give me a 4 liter jerry can. If a customer comes and gives me cash, I'll take the cash and then I'll come here. Let's say he has given it for 4,000. No, for 4 liter. I just come here, I change it to liters, then I put 4. Then I just press here. Remember, I finished to mix, and then it comes. It stops alone.
So the operation that she was trying to show you is such that there's an agitator at the back. Ajon normally settles down when it is cold.
Yes.
So the agitator, why she switched the first one is to move the agitator to stir the Ajon, to get it moving, so that you don't get only a dark eye coming through. And that's why it's now mixed up. So after that, if there are customers who will need, ordinarily our plan for this is to do packing. You pack and take away, take to drink, take, so that you don't have to, but there are customers who have preferred they want to be here. So we are serving them equally. So when that is done, we now switch this to the water section. Only that we found them servicing, so they have not hit, the water heater is not on. So we would ordinarily go this way, we remove the pricing, and then the machine kicks in with that. So sometimes if you want to do other charging, this machine enables you now to, when we don't have power disruptions, because at 230, this is normally 222 above. Yes. Sometimes if it comes below 200, we can't use the machine and the system will reject. So we now use the manual. That's why these flasks are here, as I had asked earlier. So we keep monitoring the power system. And then temperature, which is the temperature, we do the temperature on this. So it's at 18 degrees. And when it's 21, when it falls to 18, and we have set it at 18 to switch off on its own. So we keep it monitored most of the time. So then we want to switch off the whole machine. This one. This is going to be a self-reliant machine in the main, in the localities, the town settings there. So as the sales team is busy, they can meanwhile be able to listen to their own music. So they can play music as they wait for clients. Or if fun has if entertainment has gotten a high, they simply can use the machine still entertain the customers. So it has its own music. It plays some
Bluetooth.
Basic music, Bluetooth, and the rest. But the other machine we're bringing has also as well as radio. So it has everything to entertain. Then we have gone to advance ourselves to this. Instead of Adere, the youth have preferred that we take this. Because here I can sit with watch my football match. Nobody knows what I'm taking. Simply I feel like I'm in my own world with. So I can even take it in my office. Have this if I want to take to the football. Just get me the other report there. Then maybe if you want to see the analysis. Now this is the analysis of the millet Ajon. I did this analysis, and as you can see the fiber content, this is the reference level. Now this is the results when you test. When you test, you can see the fiber protein. It's supposed to be a maximum 12, but it's even exceeding in terms of protein. Energy, recommended 65, but you see the energy content is at 136, which is far higher than expected. So Ajon has a lot of energy content. Then all these potassium, calcium are all as given here. So the most important for you to note is this in terms of aflatoxins. You are familiar, I think, with these aflatoxins. They should be less than 10% for UNBS to approve. Now this is less, much lesser. And our second version, when we used the machines, was close to 0. So this is what is important for UNBS approval. Then 19, the ABV is at 1.3. It should be less than 2, which is alcoholic content. It's a drink, a beverage. Now, E. coli, if you see E. coli is a bacteria that normally comes out of mishandled Ajon. Here, when you use machines and our processes, they give you a 0. If you get anything around this, it means Ajon has been infected. It has a bacterial component. So we considered this analysis and many others. There are about 4 other analyses we did that we have created to be sure we are dealing with the right thing. There are other products we're going to process as time comes by. But for now, we think that can suffice to give a headway. We're not coming to compete with the old ladies who are doing retail in town, no. We are actually supporting those old ladies in a way that once the plant is working, the factory can be able to process now Akiria no Ajon. And so they don't have to go through the hassle of now running around chasing Akuma and they just come buy Ajon, Akiria no Ajon, they take it and brew. Or they can even come and buy at a discounted rate here.
Yes.
And they take it to their groups. We will give them discounts to enable them make profit. So they will not need to have a problem with hustling, chasing firewood, because that way we're also helping to preserve the environment, because our processes will eventually eliminate use of firewood. Yes. So employability is going to be quite a lot, because each machine will need not less than 10 people. Yes, we have provision for solar panels at the top. So now we are investing in packaging because we are at the promotional set. We are commercializing the innovation. We want to put all that it takes to get it out of the market. And then later, when it is now appreciated, then we factor in the profit. Because for now, it's not for profit. We are not making any big profits. We are barely breaking even, because we are putting more on promotional items. And that's our thinking. So in the future, there are people who have come to us from Lirambale and Tororo. They want this machine. We are okay with it, but we shall not sell the machine. We shall produce the machine, give it to the person, and then we service the machine. Then it's that person to determine their price. First, we shall say, from the plant, we give you the machine and Ajon at this rate, but we shall restrict it to only Ajon produced from our plant. Because then we cannot trust any other Ajon produced and put here to taint the brand of the machine.
Yes.
Yeah, because then we shall stick to our standards. The thickness of the quality of cost of Ajon should remain the same. The test should be, it should only be with millet, no additives. So if we left it open to everybody, then they will be able to misuse it. They can easily put anything into it. And before we know it, the feedback will be negative. But we are willing to sell the machine. In quotes, rental. Yeah, we give you a rental, you pay monthly what you can, or even in Sorot here where there are special areas like Nokti, if they come, we shall discuss.
Yes.
We get them a machine and we shall be servicing that machine. So the Ajon in that machine should be from Ajon Mineral Limited, which has its own standards, produced from hygienic and standardized. Because we are going to have a laboratory that side to test even the quality of our millet, the quality of BBC, quality of anything we want to include in it. We will be testing it in that lab. And eventually we shall also have a machine for BBC.
Wow.
In town.
Yes.
It will only make BBC for non-Ajon drinkers. And then you come and simply pick your BBC and go to town. Its report from the other lab analysis is so rich. So rich. And the BBC you get is having organic sugar. It's not this added sugar. This is the part of the BBC. If you just did this alone as a person, you would see yourself enjoying it. And this is reasonably okay. If you can also see the tests in terms of the energy, fiber still good, protein still very good, fat energy content is still above the minimum. This is very, 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 very important information. So this was before we introduced the machinery.
Yes.
Now, when we introduce the machinery, its report is also there, but you don't find it okay for you to have only reports. But that's the indicator. It's the first years we had initial support from the Ministry of Science and Technology.
Yes.
Before it changed to STI. Now that support stopped because there were a bit of difficulties in that ministry. When it was transferred, there was a new minister coming, so there was a lot of disruption.
Yes.
So we failed to continue with that support. So we fell back to the members. So we are about 7 members. We each said you must contribute this much for each one to run. Then 2 of us who had some NSSF, when we're due now at NSSF level, we are able to get the 20%. That's what we got to inject in the money. So 2-3 people were able to get money out of the NSSF 20% that we had saved before.
Yes.
That's how we started running extending the innovations and to this. But we have recently, last year we got the Makerere University Research Innovation Fund supporting now the putting up of this into the realities. That's how we launched it at the Makerere Research Week, and it was a bit exciting to the extent that we expect the Vice Chancellor of Makerere University to come one time to launch it.
Yes.
In Sorot. And we have told him it has to be in Sorot.
Yes, yes.
It cannot be elsewhere. So once the plant is working, we have 2-3 machines in town. We actually thought he would even come in the research week.
Yes,
one, but we are not yet sure of his schedule. This machine does not only deal with Ajon. It can deal with milk, it can deal with the yogurt, it can deal with anything thicker than Ajon. Even ice cream can pump. So we are using Ajon because that's our pride.
Yes.
We feel we belong there. But for now, we're looking at the possibility of evolving the product beyond a liquid. That's our intention, because we want to create the Teso breweries, where we shall now be able to build our products, include the cassava, include the sorghum, include potatoes. Those are our flagship products, but we have done very little to promote them. And that's why I'm a bit disappointed with the elites from Teso. Teso has very wise people.
That's true, yes.
Very wise. But what they do is when they graduate, the first and they get their jobs, the first thing everybody thinks is to have a big home, 15 rooms. 15 rooms for a home is not the way to go for now. In Teso, we should get that wisdom, bring it. We should have factories here. We have fruits, we have everything, cassava, potato chips everywhere. We have plenty to do. Cassava, millet, sorghum. But none of us thinks that direction. I don't have a home in Sorot for now. But I have, with my team, we said, let's start with this. That's why you see Naoja, it's not a residence.
Yes.
For now, we sleep anywhere. We look around. But we know our purpose. That thing will now build the homes later. If we can reverse our thinking as ITESO, who have ability to do something, we should not prioritize having ourselves in so many mansions in Kampala. Let's bring the development home. And I hope we are trying to set the pace. If Teso supports, because now we have got good support, Anderson and team, you come and this support we needed. The local government the other day came, the PTRCC came over and they were also happy. And how many other people came? There are people from Kampala passing by, they come by Ajon and they are very happy. That's the support we need, support homegrown products.
Yes.
And this is our interest. This is our plea. Don't look at the negative, if any. Look at the progress and positive and build on it. And let's revise our thinking together. As ITESO, we have a lot. We don't have a flagship product in Teso.
Yes, true.
Ajon would be a very good flagship product. But we're not taking the best out of this thing. Now, if we evolve this into a commercialized, off-the-shelf into a supermarket, you'll see how everybody will want to replicate. That's the unfortunate part of it. But we are the ones who have the DNA. We have the original taste of Ajon in Teso. The best Ajon in the country comes from Teso. So we should lead in producing this in mass. So for now, we are only trying to indicate the direction, and we are saying this is the direction. People are thinking this is not the area to fly. That is the mindset, the attitude. There is a lot of gold in this. Initially, we thought of naming this Ajon Gold, but we said, let's do the mineral because there are a lot of minerals in it.
Yes.
And this is why it got the name Ajon Mineral. And for now, I thank the youth. There are so many who come over in the evening. There are others who are actually refusing to leave. Make our product more of, not in the backyard, where we should run, don't more. That's not the way. We should be proud of it. Personally, you can see this lady with her, you come with the brand here. This is the brand I have, the logo. And then here we're saying, we come from the future.
Yes.
Because our future is innovation.
Yes.
And we're innovating the future now. That's why we're saying we come from the future because the future is that direction. Apparently, it has to create that profit ourselves because no other people come and invest here if we don't love our own. We need to love our own home first.
Yes.
Then we can be able to attract others to invest. Let me give you an example. Assuming just by bad luck, Uganda turns into federal state.
Yes.
And now Central has gone federal, Eastern's federal, then Northern federal, and we are supposed to support our own economic activities in the region. We shall be caught hands down. We are not ready. And yet there is always that talk. The Central region is always agitated because they have capacity to run. They can collect taxes from everyone and excess, and they will be able to sustain their operations. Just assuming that happened, and anything can happen, and the current government can change their thoughts and say, let's do federal states.
Yes.
But what do? We shall be far lagging behind. So that's why your question is more relevant in such a way that if we don't have interest to support the home base, then we should not pride in saying I have this outside home. It is not important because you are only supporting. It's not that I'm sectarian, but it's normally charity begins at home. And that's why our charity of this machine has begun here. The demand in Kampala is a lot more. But here, once I get the blessing of the home, normally even when a child leaves home, the father has to bless the son, the mother, and bless and say, please go ahead and succeed. This is the reason we came. And I think we are satisfied with the initial blessings so far we have got the whole 1 month we have been here. There's plenty of support. There's some very good excitement coming through and giving us the morale to continue thinking through this better and better. So eventually we shall be happy to contribute in tax, sorority, employment, all these things. Because eventually when these machines go out, it's the same people from sorority who will go with it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because they are the ones who know the science of making a job. In a period of 2 years, I should be able to cover more than 4 cities. This machine should have been Lira, should have been Valley, should have been Jinja and Kampala. And they should now be supply base should come from Ajon Mineral Limited. And that supply base will consume millet from our mothers, from Teso. Because the millet, so far we are using processed, just this alone, is already causing a lot of interest. Because I need to buy three bags of millet every 2 days.
Wow.
Now, if assuming I have 2-3 machines, that's 10-20 bags in a day. And that means I will be causing a lot of impact. And eventually the cooperative societies of millet will be looking out to supply millet. And now that goes to the person who produces millet. I mean, about the colleague on Akima,
Yes.
And our thinking later is that we shall be, because we have an agriculture extension unit department in Ajon Mineral Limited, we will be going to the field to support our farmers who are willing to supply us the millet quality that we need for this product. Not the other. There are so many varieties of millet in the market, but there's a specific type that supplies the quality that Ajon should have. So that's our interest. That department will go identify the farmers we need, give them extension support in terms of the seed, in terms of the fertilizer, in terms of harvesting and post-harvesting controls, quality management. By the time they reach the plant, we have done most of the work in the field. And they should also be guaranteed of a price. Because if this is selling, then they should also get their money without a middleman. That's our thinking. We want to impact and cause a revolution in Teso. This Ajon should change. Even these other groups that we should eliminate additives. You can't know what those additives will do to somebody's brain. You can't know what the person will eventually become. A health condition. You're adding something. I don't want to mention them, but I know. According to history, I know what the test of Ajon is, how it is evolving and how it's losing the originality. So that's what we want. So when those old women come, they will buy a discounted rate, we'll give them, and it will enjoy their own. Here, in other cities. But Lira is so anxious to have it. So Lira might be one destination, our next destination after Soroti. Lira is the next. Then we go this side, Mbale later. ITESO are innovators. ITESO are wise people. ITESO should lead. We go back to what we can do best. Let's support our agriculture through innovation, value addition. So let's put together hands. If you want us to use the machinery to do some tests, we can avail the ones in Ajon Mineral at Woja. We can always give you a hand if you want to do some tests. We want to thank the team that has visited these ladies before. Those clients who have kept continuously taking, whether there is rain or sunshine, they will come. We want to appreciate that the members are feeling okay and they are happy about the start and the technology. So once your support continues, this technology will continue.
So we are located at Nocti Gardens, just around television. When you're coming from town, after Starbucks, that is where Nocti is. So you'll find a gigantic signpost outside there written on Ajon ATM. You'll have reached the place. We are open from 8 till late. Yeah, we do packaging. We work every day from Monday to Sunday. And our social media handles, you follow us at Ajon Mineral everywhere. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. Thank you very much.
I'm Joshua Tumuhimbise, a man from Kabale, Mchiga from Kabale. But I'm very much surprised about this Ajon ATM, which is quite an interesting thing. Because as I was passing by, I was seeing the Ajon ATM, and this is the drink made out from the original millet, and whereby I see it's the drink that is empowering the culture. Our elders used to drink this millet, and it is something really very much interesting. And looking at the affordability and being easy access, whereby I come over here, I pay, I quickly grab and take home, is something I've found more interesting. When you're in the Teso region, when you come to Soroti, really you don't want to miss this. And not only that, when you look at the energy levels in this drink, oh my God, you feel like you go to work when you're energized, and when you're coming from work, oh wow, you relax on a drink that quenches your thirsty. It is clean, hygienic. Whenever you're in Soroti or passing by, you can always grab your Ajon ATM drink, and you feel the happiness and the fruits of our ground.
The shoe from Bari. We first of all saw it on newspapers, New Vision. So as we were moving, we saw some signposts there of Ajon Mineral. So we're like, maybe we shall come around after a while. So today is when I've come around. I've now tasted it. It's really good. And I'm urging you people to also come join us.